All right, guys. I put something in the title of my last video and never really clarified what it was, and then a circumstance came up today that I don't really believe in coincidence, but providence, if you want to call it, that really defined what it is. And what I put up in my title was "Don't be a groupie," but I never really defined what that is. Now, basically, I'll just tell you what happened. A friend of mine on Facebook had posted a video about an individual who was teaching a particular combatives technique, and it was the most utterly ridiculous, preposterous method. I'm not even going to get into it because I don't really want to just start bad-mouthing other instructors, but suffice it to say, this was probably the dumbest thing ever, short of handing your opponent the gun, your own gun, and having him shoot you with it. But this guy is showing this technique, and everybody is commenting on this individual's post that, yeah, this is ridiculous, this is stupid, I would never do something like that, Then one guy offers one bit of information, and the tides change. The information that was offered was, well, this guy's a SEAL. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh, can't say anything bad now. It's like, wait a minute. At what point did his resume become something that validated the technique? A moment ago, the technique was complete BS. But now all of a sudden you find out that 15 years ago he was a SEAL. Now all of a sudden the technique is now magically made good? No. My friends, that is the definition of a groupie. It is somebody who is just simply regurgitating information simply because, well, so-and-so said. Well, this guy said this. If you can't apply the logic and the methodology and see the validity of the technique, it doesn't matter what his background was. There's a reason why I never get into my background. I don't want groupies. I would rather spend time on content and on mindset and have people be able to wrap their minds around that. Again, this goes back to the fundamental principle. There's a difference between an instructor and a teacher. An instructor teaches you what to think. A teacher teaches you how to think. I'd like to consider myself the latter. So don't be a groupie. Don't be one of these guys that runs around from post to post to post looking for this, Delta Recon Ranger 6 operator, he said to, put the muzzle in your mouth and pull the trigger. So that's the new method for whatever. Look, not anything against the soft community. The fact of the matter is just because you're a soft operator does not make you an expert on all things. Make you well-rounded, but it by far does not make you an expert on all things. So don't be a groupie. Look at the content, evaluate for yourself, apply the logic and the methodology for your particular area of operations, and if it's sound, then good to go. Roger that. Put it in use. If it's not, throw it out and move on to the next thing. All right? You guys train hard.